Hello everyone, this is Justin with CSI. We're here at the 19th Jay Swanson Memorial 9-ball Hard Times Billiards, Bellflower, California. It's a winter side match. Oscar Dominguez taking on John Nekali. Since it's winter side, it's race to 7. This is game 1. John had the break. Oscar gives it back. See what John had in mind when he pushed there. Probably not what he was thinking. Oscar has started what's turned into be a pretty successful tour here on the West Coast. It's the Mez West States Tour. Oh, cue ball a little funky there. Tough shot on this 8. Oscar leads 1-0, going to 7. Speaking with Oscar before the match, he's just got back from China where he played a Chinese 8-ball tournament. He said it's the best game he's ever played, and he really likes it. I don't know much about it. He said that it's basically 8-ball. They play on. Corey Duell says he thinks it's smaller than a 9-foot table, just a little bit. But the pockets are round like snooker pockets. It's getting a lot of good reviews from the players I've talked to. They all say they enjoy the game. Oscar makes a good hit on the 1. It's a little roll. Right in the ditch. It is about 5:30 here in LA. I believe play started the day at 9 a.m. It's the first day of the tournament. First of 2. Play tonight until they get down to 16 on the winner side, and 32 on the loser side. Come back tomorrow with 48. How's that world famous shrimp cocktail, Jay?
I'll tell you what, it's pretty damn good. You gave me a good steer there, Justin.
Yeah, I look forward to that whenever I come here. The owner, Eddie, breaks out he does a homemade shrimp cocktail and ceviche tostadas that are out of this world.
He does have that. He's making that baked chicken, too. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Looks like Oscar's ready to take a 2-0 lead, and he is. John gave him that one.
You know, that's something I can't stand.
I'm with you on that. You know, a lot of tournaments, you have to make your guys shoot. If you concede a game, it's going to cost you one more.
Yeah. I don't like concessions in any form.
They don't do it in golf, do they?
No. Well, you know, those guys, that's the argument that some people bring up is they say, oh, well, they do it in golf.
Oh, yeah. When it's match play, you're right.
But I've seen enough miscues and funny things happen, you know. If you don't make the guy shoot, you give up the opportunity for something to happen. Great break there.
Yeah, nice break. Real nice break. Look out, 8-ball. Look out. Well, I think he's okay. I think he can see that one. Well, I said it earlier. I've seen the top players miss the most elementary shots.
Hey, man, it happens.
They get careless or nervous. Let's see if Oscar can capitalize on that.
There's nothing worse that used to tilt me. I don't bet on pool anymore. But there was a time when I would either bet or stake or things like that. It used to send me over the edge when I'd see a guy start, you know, conceding. Even worse is when you see a guy concede like 2 balls.
Right. There was a real good player. I don't know if you were around when he was playing, Mark Tad.
Oh, yeah, I know.
He was a top player. Let me tell you, when he was at his peak like 22 years ago, he played match with other real good players, guys like Kim and Johnny Archer and things like that. And if Mark missed on like the 3 or 4 ball and the balls were in the open, he just raked the rack. He didn't even make you shoot the last 4 or 5, 6 balls. He was so frustrated.
Yeah,
but he'd do it over and over again because he expected to run out every time he had a shot at an open table.
Right.
But I could never bet on him for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give the guy a chance to mess up, man. If you screwed up, he can screw up. There it is again.
And once again, he just said, it's good.
How many times have you seen that shot miss, Jay?
Oh, maybe only 100.
Yeah.
This is the kind of table right here. A shot like that, if you accidentally touch that bottom rail, the ball might just hang up.
Yeah.
You got to hit the pocket clean. Three to nothing. It's a race to 7. This is winner side. We may have a loser side match later tonight. And that'll be a shorter race to 6. Mark Estes, the tournament director, plans to play down to the final 32 players. That would be 16.
16 on the winner side, 32 on the losers.
Oh, 16 and 32, that's the way it's going to be? Okay. Yeah. So the first round tomorrow will be a loser side round.
I'm guessing, well, he said, asked him what time he thought we'd get out of here tonight, and he said between maybe midnight and 2, somewhere in there. So if he said, well, he said midnight or 1, so somebody says midnight or 1, I hear 2 or 3.
That's a little scary.
It's a tough tournament to win, especially if you get knocked on the loser side.
Oh, yeah, forget about it. It's too long a road back.
I'm interested to see where Mika's at, because I think
he's won at least one match since the one we saw him lose.
Mika lost his winner side match, I want to say in the second round.
Yeah, second round. Ooh, boy. Bad shot there by Oscar and a scratch.
Yep.
That's his first major error of this match. I don't know. I look at the board. It looks like he's moving along pretty good. It doesn't look like it should go that late if he's playing just down to the final 48 players. But we will see.
Yeah, I mean, I think those guys are doing a good job over there. I mean, it seems to be moving slick. You don't see tables sitting empty. They're filling them up as soon as they get done.
Well, I'm going to stay as long as I can until I start dropping.
We're wrapping the stream up at 11.
Okay. And they probably won't start tomorrow till probably losers bracket. They'll play at 11 a.m., maybe noon even. No, I'd say they should probably play it at 11 a.m.
We'll come. The stream starts at 1 and we go till it finishes. So tomorrow, I'm guessing, will be a long night.
Well, the good thing about tomorrow is we're going to have all the best players. And
yeah. I was talking to Oscar before the tournament. Oh, you were here. He was saying how much he enjoyed that Chinese 8-ball tournament, how much he likes the game. You know much about it?
Well, only what I've learned. I mean, I know that they've been playing that game for quite a while over there. It's a variation of English 8-ball. English 8-ball is played on a smaller table, an 8-foot table that's really snooker pockets, you know. So that's why guys like Darren Appleton and Carl Boyes, Chris Melling, they have a chance because they played that game a lot. Yeah. I mean, the first big English 8-ball tournament in China, Gareth Potts won it, who was an Englishman. But the Chinese learn real fast. It looks like you know, 8-ball's a game where there's a lot of strategy anyway, and then you put them on a real tough table, and it becomes a true test. Especially when you're putting up $300,000, $400,000, and the winner can win $100,000.
Right.
You know all the best pool players are going to play that game.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've had a tournament that big.
I know. I've heard several players now mention that they want to get an English or a Chinese 8-ball table.
Yeah, a lot of guys I talk to, you know, the top players like at Derby City, they want to go play. When they see Darren win, they know that they can win because they're the guys that have been competing against Darren.
Right.
Of course, Darren's got a little edge. You know, he was an English 8-ball champion like 5 times. So he's got a background in that game.
Well, Darren also has got something that I think he's one of the greatest of our time when it comes to, you put that guy in the finals, and he's so mentally tough, and he's trained himself that he knows how to win.
He's a winner. He is a winner. I've seen him win matches where it just doesn't look like he's supposed to win. Everything's going against him, and he hangs in there and hangs tough, and all of a sudden it turns around.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably been the most successful tournament player like the last 5 years. He's won so many tournaments.
Internationally, I think Shane's got him in the U.S.
Yeah, in the U.S., but not internationally.
For international, there's no one that can touch him. At least the last 3 years. But, I mean, even throughout his career, he's always done well.
He won that World 10-ball in the Philippines in 2009. He beat, Wu in the finals. Wu was just blowing everybody away. Darren showed a lot of courage in winning that match. I'll never forget that. I was doing commentary there, too. And I think after that match, he knew that he could win any time.
Yeah. Are you going to be coming up to Reno at all for the U.S. Bar Table?
If I do, it'll be the last half of the tournament because I may come up and play in the 8-ball tournament. You going to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll talk to Ozzy. If he gives me a job, it might be more inclined to come up there. You know, in years past, I kind of got involved with some of the players. I staked players and stuff like that, but not this year because, you know, the Filipino guys that I'm involved with, they're not. Yeah. They're all playing in Manny Pacquiao's tournament.
Yeah. That's really cool to see Manny doing that.
Yeah, he got out of pool for like 3 years. Nice shot, Oscar.
Yeah, I remember that.
But he's jumped back in with both feet. I mean, he's jumped the prize money this time to $300,000. Look out, Oscar! Whoa, boy! He almost got cornered. Four going for 5. I've been to the first 2 of Pacquiao's tournaments. I'm not going to go to this next one. But each one, second one was better than the first, and I think the third will be better than the second. Of course, he's pumping another 100,000 into it. This next one's going to attract almost all the world-class players. I don't think it'll affect the bar table tournament that much, though.
The only guys I can think of who have been there in the past that did it again. Oscar could win this match without ever making a 9-ball.
He won. Yeah, I was saying he won 7-0. He never made the 9-ball. People say, "What? What are you talking about? That's impossible." We could win a bet on that one, Justin. I mean, if you told somebody I saw Oscar win a match, I saw him win a race to 7, he won it 7-1, and he only had to make one 9-ball, then people would say, "What are you talking about? Are you crazy?" But you'd be right.
But as far as the Pacquiao tournament affecting the bar table, the only guys I can think of who've been there in the past that probably won't be this year is Darren, Thorsten.
Dennis,
yeah. The Filipinos.
Yeah.
Sometimes Bustamani's came before.
I think the fields will, if anything, the fields might be bigger. If a few of the giants are not in the tournament, it kind of makes it more attractive for lesser players like me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Tang Ho. I think he's still back in Ohio. That's why. He's been back there playing poker the last couple months.
This year, the matchroom has decided to award points for the finishers, American players.
In the bar table
In
tournament?
the bar table, all 3 events.
Well, that makes it just that much more important.
Yeah.
That way you know you're going to get all the top American players. You know, I started that tournament 15 or 16 years ago, and I still enjoy pool on a bar table, particularly the games you're playing now, games like 10-ball. 8-ball on a bar table is a very challenging game.
Absolutely.
I wish they still had the one pocket. That looked like a good hit. I wish they still had the one pocket, but I don't think they're going to have it this time.
No, it's not going to be there this year.
If there's any U.S. Open one pocket, it'll probably be in the summertime, and even that's questionable. I talked to Mark about it and Ozzy both. He hit it, and he got a rail. Good shot, Oscar. You're going to get rewarded. I'm sorry we're not doing more commentary on this match, but right now it's kind of a runaway.
It's a good shot there.
But not much he can do with this 2-ball. I mean, if you try to break this up, you almost just got to roll up there slow and just roll up against it.
Let it sit there.
But even playing this safety is not going to do him much good. I look for him to hit it, slow like that. Let's see, there's a lot Oscar can do with this one.
See Mika back there playing. So he's still kicking.
Where do you see it? Oh, yeah, he's a couple tables back. Listen, Mika played good in that match with Vilmus.
Yeah.
He missed that 1-5-ball, cost him the match. Of course, then he missed the 8 at the end when it was hill.
Oh, yeah.
But he got out of line that rack, and every shot got progressively a little tougher. Well, it'd be nice to see John win a game here. Is Mika going over there to the Philippines, or is he staying here?
Yeah, he's going.
Oh, he's going. So he's going after this tournament.
Yeah.
Wow.
straight up there.
Yeah, he's struggling. He's struggling. Have you been over there to any tournaments, Justin?
No, I haven't.
No, okay. Well, you'll enjoy yourself when you go.
Alex keeps trying to get me to go. He says if I go, I won't want to come home.
You know, Alex told me something once, like almost 20 years ago when he was a kid. He said, because Parika kept inviting me. Parika was trying to fix me up with his younger sister back then, like 20 years ago. But one time Parika invited me, and I said, well, maybe next time. And the truth is, I was a little afraid to go. And Alex said to me, I never forget this, and probably this is what convinced me to go the first time. He said, Jay, if you go once, you will go back again. And he was right. So now, one baby and 6 girlfriends later.
Right.
Here, well, he gave them the last 2 balls that time.
More expensive than you thought.
Yeah. Oh, I got a beautiful little daughter over there, so I'm happy about that. Oscar's on the hill.
Yes, sir. It'd be nice to see Oscar snap this thing off. Hometown boy.
He's capable. He's very comfortable playing in here. Oscar's been playing good the last year or so. Probably he's playing the best he has in about 5 years. If anything, his game is stronger now than it's ever been. You know, I think he's matured.
Right, yeah. Experience, you know. It's valuable.
I mean, this match is not really a good indication because his competition's not that strong. But
you know,
I don't see any.
I think that age, like say, you know, maybe late 20s
to mid 30s.
Yeah.
That's a pool player's prime.
Yeah.
And Oscar's just in his prime now.
Yeah.
He's only like maybe 27 years old.
Yeah, we're seeing that with Darren, Shane. It's good to see Alex back out playing pool.
Alex is playing good again. You know, when he first started playing again, he was struggling because he'd spent almost a year playing snooker. But he found his game. He looked good at Derby City, let me tell you something. He looked like the old Alex.
Yeah.
And he's always fun to have out there. Not only does he play good, but he makes it interesting.
He's entertaining.
Yeah.
He can play slow if you let him know, man. He's not afraid to stand up and look at the ball.
Well, Alex will take his time, but he's figuring out what's the best thing to do.
Absolutely.
It never bothered me. Guys like Johnny Archer and Ralph Souquet, everybody complains about them. I would watch them and do commentary, and I could see what they were doing, trying to figure out the proper angle and the proper way to hit the ball. It never bothered me because there was a method. They weren't just stalling. There was a method to what they were doing.
Makes me nuts.
You're funny.
You've been playing this game for 100 years. you shot every possible shot a million times.
This match is he's gonna concede in a second. Watch this. I think that's it. Concession time. Well, that was a 30-minute match.
Oscar's on to the next, chugging along on that winner's side.
Okay, I'm going to take a little break and finish my lunch and rejoin you guys shortly.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. This is the 19th Jay Swanson Memorial, presented by CueSports International.